James Pearce, it's been 6 years since Liverpool have won a trophy. They can't afford to turn their noses up at the League Cup. Jurgen Klopp, I know this is in the middle of a 7-game run, which includes some very, very big games, but Jurgen Klopp shouldn't play a weakened side against Chelsea on Wednesday night.
I completely disagree. I think this is what is this, the 4th game in the space of 11 or 12 days. Liverpool have just got bigger fish to fry than the League Cup this season. I think that the biggest game this week, without a doubt, is that league clash at Stamford Bridge on Saturday night. That has to be the priority. And I think for all the talk of Klopp having so much strength and depth this season, this is the time to really dig deep into it. And I think he should be looking at 7-8 changes minimum.
But that's the thing, you've just said it. He's got such a good squad that he can make a few tweaks and still stay strong for Wednesday night and for Saturday and challenge on all fronts. You've seen some of the biggest teams like Man City, Man United in the past, Chelsea kickstart glittering eras of winning trophies by winning that League Cup.
I'm not sure. If you look back, when the last time Liverpool won the League Cup, the manager lost his job a few months later. I'm not sure there's a huge amount of importance attached to it. Can you remember who won the League Cup 2 or 3 years ago? Maybe
not, but then don't you think that a lot of Liverpool's players haven't collected that many trophies, and to get that winning mentality that they need to go and win big trophies in Europe and domestically, they need to start winning things, and a day out at Wembley against a tough opposition and winning a trophy will show them what it takes.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I don't think you can't turn your nose up at the chance to win a trophy. But the fact of the matter is, he's still got to make loads of changes, because I just think Liverpool are in a situation this season that they haven't been in for so long. They're top of the Premier League. They're 2 points clear. This is already, this has got the look of a team who could go all the way. Liverpool haven't won. Yeah, you're right. They haven't won a trophy since 2012. They haven't won the Premier League, the top flight title, since 1990. That has to be the overriding priority. The Champions League comes second, and I think the domestic cups have to be the stage for the fringe players to step up and get given opportunities.
Okay, let's debate the lineup then. Well, I don't think, with the exception now of Van Dijk because of the injury at the weekend, I don't want to see Liverpool change the back five. So I would keep Matip and Gomez in there. I'd keep the full-backs the same, and I'd keep Alisson in goal.
No. You've got to play Mignolet in goal.
But why?
I think because what happens if Alisson goes off injured at some point?
We know enough
about
Mignolet.
No, but he won't have played.
Untested.
He won't have played any football for so long. I think you've got to give Mignolet a game, and I would certainly give Robertson a breather. I think he's played a lot of football. I think Moreno, I'd bring him in on the left, and then in the middle, I think you've got to keep playing Matip. I think he could do with another game, but you're right. Certainly, you don't even think about risking Van Dijk, and I'd be tempted to rest Gomez as well.
No.
I just think Lovren may well be ready. He's back in training.
If Lovren's ready, then you still got
at the back end of last week. I mean, obviously be rusty, but again, I think he needs a game. And if Lovren's not ready, I wouldn't be too concerned about the prospect of Nat Phillips playing alongside Joel Matip.
I wouldn't be putting Nat Phillips, not for the visit. I could understand if it was a different side, but for the visit to Chelsea...
I think Sarri will make loads of changes though.
Exactly, and that'll be Liverpool's chance to go and breeze through this tie. And I think as well, back fours or fives benefit from being settled and benefit from knowing each other, and that's why I'd like to see a new goalkeeper in Alisson keep his place. All right, midfield...
Trent at right back, by the way.
I would have Trent. I think an option. He's got so many options in midfield. Obviously, Milner was resting for the first half of the weekend. I would keep Shaqiri in, and I'd keep Milner in, and perhaps maybe just change Wijnaldum or Henderson for Fabinho.
No. You've got to properly shake that up. Fabinho has to make his full debut.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
So you'd have him in the holding role. I think you've got Naby Keita needs a game. Only came off, what was it, last 15 or 20 at the weekend. So I think the two new boys have to start in midfield. I think you probably want a more experienced Liverpool player around them. So I'd probably go for Henderson to complete the midfield three. You're right about Shaqiri. Shaqiri, again, he's another one who is an absolutely nailed-on starter. So unfortunate to get taken off at the weekend, but I'd be tempted to play him in my front three. And I think Sturridge has to play through the middle. I think the dilemma is who else plays wide. I'd have Shaqiri one side and probably Sadio Mane. I think he'd be the one I'd keep in.
I'd keep Mo Salah in.
You play Salah.
Yeah, keep him in. Yeah, I just think you keep one of your star men in there.
So who are your front three?
So my front three, in fact, you've made a good argument there. I'll keep Shaqiri in the front
Thank
three.
you very much, Joe.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, and Daniel Sturridge alongside him with Salah. So that would be my front three. And in midfield, you've got so many options there that I think, even though we're meant to debate this, I think we could agree on midfield that you're not going to exactly put a reserve team player in. There's so many good options. I
think even if he does make 7 or 8 changes, that's still a good enough Liverpool team to beat what will be a much changed Chelsea lineup as well. I just feel that it would be wrong to risk too many nailed-on starters that you're going to need absolutely 100% come R5 Stamford Bridge on Saturday.
I take your point, but I just don't want to see another situation. I felt Liverpool last year simply through the League Cup at Leicester, and it just didn't feel like they made any effort. And I don't want to see that again. I think Liverpool, it's a cliche, but Liverpool does exist to win trophies, and you can't turn your nose up at trophies when you haven't won one in 6 years.
We shall see.